They say if you drive a motorbike taxi late at night in Saigon, you might one day meet the girl who asks to go to the NHHNGHA. Most people think it's just a ghost story, until they meet her. Uncle SU had been a motorbike taxi driver for decades in District 6. He'd seen it all: robberies, gangsters, but never ghosts. That changed one night. It was around M. He had just dropped off a customer near Ujian intersection when he saw a young girl standing alone by a power pole. She looked about 14 or 15, dressed in a long white dress, her face partly covered by her loose hair. Uncle SU pulled over and asked, "Where are you going this late, little girl?" She spoke softly, almost trembling. "Uncle, I'm lost. Can you take me to the NHHNGHA?" He nodded and gestured for her to hop on. There was something odd about her, but he didn't think much of it. After all, it wasn't unusual to see kids out late these days. She didn't have a phone, no backpack, just her, alone. They rode in silence. The wind blew colder than usual that night. Despite his thick jacket, Uncle SU could feel a chill crawling down his spine. After a while, he asked, "Where in the NHHNGHA do you live?" She replied, "Near the cemetery." He felt a cold ripple down his neck. Still, he kept riding. The closer they got to the cemetery, the darker and quieter the streets became. The streetlights flickered. Some had already gone out. Then his bike suddenly died. He stopped and tried to restart it, frustrated. He glanced at the rearview mirror. No one was there. The seat behind him was cold and damp, but completely empty. Panic started to set in. Suddenly, the cemetery gates creaked open. No one had touched them. An old man holding a flashlight stepped out from the shadows and asked. Another one she tricked into giving her a ride. Huh? W, what do you mean? Uncle SU stammered. The girl, the old man sighed. She died 3 years ago, hit by a car near that same intersection. Ever since, on the anniversary of her death, she shows up, asking to go home. Where's her home? The old man raised his flashlight and pointed past the cemetery gate. Back there, last row, near the old tamarind tree. That's where her grave is. And Gintij Layan, born 2008, died April 12, 2022. Uncle SU didn't say a word. His hands were trembling. Somehow, the bike brought back to life, and he sped off into the night, never looking back. The next morning, driven by a mix of fear and curiosity, he returned to the cemetery. Faint footprints, tiny and bare, led from the sidewalk to deep inside the graveyard. Just like the old man said, there was a small tombstone under the tamarind tree. And Gintij Layan, born 2008, died April 12, 2022. Uncle SU quit driving at night after that. Anyone who asked why, he'd just shake his head and change the subject. But some say she still waits every year at the same intersection. So if you ever drive through Hujian at M, and a girl